Myself, Pidi Rungta. I'm a practicing chartered accountant. Actually, I came here to see the entire program. It is really fantastic, well organized and well conceptualized by Sunilji. I attended his two more programs earlier. They are really wonderful, and I am looking for to associate with him for future program of our other association on the same line. So that is the reason. It's really a very good program organized by him. So thanks to Sunilji. Yeah, thank you.
Innovation and skill do not go hand in hand always.
So when we spoke to the secretary there, he mentioned to me a one man who is putting water, is watering a plant in a day, just one time in a day. He is counted as employed. I cannot remove my employability number. I cannot reduce. This is where the whole mindset of the government, the way they are thinking, and what is stopping them from making those policy shifts. These are things. Even today, I see the Prime Minister speak about Vision 2050, about the country, and he has got all the forums of technology players coming and tell what exactly is India at 125. When we have on the other side some laggard states and state chieftains, I should put it, that they're only interested in the next 3 years or 5 years of their next election, that they're looking at it and blocking those mindsets of people to really get into that space. We are struggling internally ourselves. That mindset shift is not happening. I've talked to newspapers today. They are talking about digital innovations today in terms of from print media to come to digital media. And Ritik sir, you come from that background. They are talking about sending an advertisement that today is Navratri first day. Will people buy a concept of Navratri first day on a digital media? I said just one important thing. Talk about one startup story and put it in a digital media and kind of a opportunity of investment. See how people will come and look for a revenue maximization for your things. So we really need to really understand where we are, how we are putting our money and where we are putting, and how much do we believe in ourselves, and what is the ecosystem and what is relevant, affordable, accessible and available. These are 3 words for any industry to work on. Are we working in these lines? ROE, ROIs are definitely the triggers for it, but you have to get that kind of hodgepodge of ideas put together and see what exactly is the, is it a fusion food or is it a confusion food?
Now going back to your point of this job giver and job seeker, I'm reminded of, let me share this anecdote. He is also a famous industrialist, entrepreneur also in his own right. So he was working with some companies abroad. So then suddenly he decided to start off his own company. He took over some company. He called up his mother in some far-flung areas in Birbhum district, and he was very excited, super thrilled. So he called up his mom and said, "Mom, you know, from tomorrow your son is no longer an employee, he will be an employer, he owns a company." So his mother said, "Oh, very happy Khoka, but chakri ta chhadish nahi to." So that's the kind of culture we grew up with. It's very important not to give up your job and then start whatever experimentation you want to carry out.
Sir, you were telling us, so we'll come back to after this.
So coming back to our question, what I asked in the open house. Actually, we are moving toward ideation. We have 2 phases, ideation and implementation. So we are talking about ideation, right? So in the past, we have not seen any innovations. In the last 400 years, we have not seen manufacturing innovations. And this was my first question. What we have put out on the table is absolutely correct. It's absolutely correct. But it's very superficial, sir, I tell you. So what is the, how deeper we can go into the problem? Is there any deeper problem? Why ultimately 400 years is a very big period, you see. It's not a small. So what I understand is, if you go on any topic, you will find that there are 2 basic subjects on which that subject matter stands. The number one is spirituality, and number two is governance. This is what I understand. See, man, the existence is consist of two realities, matter and consciousness. East has never been into manufacturing innovations. Forget about this 1, 2, 3 and 4. Have we done any manufacturing innovations? Do we have that any historical records in the past 1000 years? No. So what was the basic reason behind it? Actually, the east, distant part of the world, we are living in the eastern part of the world. So the spirituality which governs us, which governs each and every one of us, have been working on half of the existence, and that is the consciousness. We haven't worked on matter. Similarly, the West, the half of the humanity of this earth, they have worked on matter, the West. See, spiritually, we have never worked on matter. So how come the manufacturing innovation will come? Number one, and number two, the governance. Forget about 300-400 years and 1000 years. As of today, we have a different type of government. We are calling Startup India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and especially Atmanirbhar Bharat is something very important for today's session, right? But we have to consider things along with the notions. Ideation without implementation, will it work? It will not. Correct? So, just discussing on ideation or just discussing on notion, will it work? Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for innovation, you need money, isn't it? If you are not exceptionally, like Wright brothers, they don't have money even then.
Resources, put it that way.
Yeah.
Not only money is one of those resources.
So we need money. We need conducive environment. The government asks every entrepreneur to spend 2% on CSR, right? But they don't ask to spend 2% on innovation. Do they? Number one. Number two, we have thousands and thousands of CSR organizations in our country. They are working on behalf of the corporates. Do we have R&D companies?
No, that's a very good point.
Because in-house CSR, if in-house CSR is not possible, do you think in-house R&D is possible? We don't.
R&D is very important. It's very
Right.
important.
So where do we stand now? We are standing on the same foot as we were in 300 or 4 years back. So doing some business with innovative ideas and getting it scaled is something very different. But when we call about advanced manufacturing innovation, it is something very different. So let's rethink on it. What are the probable causes and what are the probable solutions?
Absolutely. I think we are done with the session. We can always take it.
So I just want to sum up in 4 formulas to make a changed mindset. We actually aspiring for higher purpose. some higher purpose you want to achieve in life for any individual and whatever. And if the passion is involved with it, then higher purpose plus passion is equal to the vision. What you're talking is having that vision.
Same person, sir. Passion is always individual.
That's right. That's right. So higher purpose plus passion is an individual's vision that he wants to achieve in life. That the target is setting. Any action without a vision in its place will leave him in confusion. So action minus vision is equal to confusion. He says, why I'm doing, after every, now and then he'll question himself, why I'm doing this. Then there is a vision. You said there's ideation but no action. The vision minus action is living in imagination. So the world today, when you really want to see the value of innovation, you actually have to think transformation. So, and that transformation of anything that you're trying to aspire to achieve can only happen when you have the vision and action on that vision happening to achieve that transformation. So vision plus action is transformation, and that aspect of transformation, if that is the theme that you want to achieve through innovations as well, the whole aspect of actioning the vision is the need of the hour. And that is, as a job seeker also you try to get the best, or as a job giver also you try to achieve the best. But that transformation aspect is important.
And how do we transform ourselves? That is also very important. So since you mentioned about spirituality, I think to conclude, let us again go back to spirituality and let us take some lesson, one lesson or two from spirituality, Upanishad, so to say. Teno takteno bhunjita, let go and rejoice. So let us let go our bad habits, not everything, only bad habits. Some of them have been mentioned by him. So let us think that Upanishad lesson materialistically. So let go those bad habits and rejoice with newer habits, innovations and transformation. It has been a fascinating discussion. I am sure as we go back.
I would like to just add that I would like to felicitate everyone. So if you can just, I'll just do that. Govindu have pictures.